Hey, this is Eric, and I'm going to take you through a complete walkthrough and tutorial for how to use Fast Traffic Bot. So first of all, thank you very much for investing in Fast Traffic Bot. We really appreciate it, and we think that you're going to enjoy using this software. It's a really cool tool. And so I'm going to go through this pretty slowly, actually. This is not going to be a real fast video. I'm going to kind of take my time, and I'm going to go through it as if I've never used it before. In fact, I went ahead and uninstalled it from my computer just so I could take you through every step along the way and without missing anything. And so what we've got here is the zip file. I'm assuming you've got that far. If you're watching this video, it means that you've somehow made it to the download page and you've downloaded this video. So I'm assuming you've downloaded the product zip file as well. And so if I were to double click on it, it would navigate into that folder, and you can see what's in the zip file. There's a couple of different ways of unzipping a file, but one of the most common ways is to right click. And then this is of course a Windows computer. If you've got a Mac, it's going to look a little different. But on a Windows, you would do extract all, and then it'll be extracted to this folder. All right, and I've got two monitors, so if you see me kind of like dragging things around, that's why. So I'm dragging over to this other monitor where I'm recording this video. And so here it is, unzipped. I'll go ahead and delete this one just to kind of get rid of it, get it out of the way off the desktop, because now we've got the unzipped version. And here you can see what is in the zip file. Now, depending on your view, what you look at in Windows, maybe you've got icons, maybe you've got details. I like to look at the details because it shows me, the size of the file and things like that. A lot of people just like to look at the icons. Either way, you've got a few files in here. You've got the user guide, the Fast Traffic Bot executable software setup file, and a README text file, which is more or less just some basic notes. It's stuff that's already included in the user guide. So if you're actually going to take the time and read the user guide, then you don't need to really worry about the README file. But that's really sort of the basics. If someone were to skip the user guide, let me go ahead and just kind of show you what's in here. Sorry, got to drag it over to this window. So you can see here, it's just a very, very basic instructions. It says the goal of Fast Traffic Bot is to get free traffic from Safelist. Software integrates with Gmail. So it's got some real quick step-by-step instructions, and then it's got some safe lists that you could sign up for. The user guide is a little more in-depth. It's not super in-depth, which is part of why I'm making this tutorial video, because this video will really walk you through it in depth. But the user guide will give you a little more information as far as how to set up and use the software. And I may refer to that as well throughout this video. In fact, I'll go ahead and leave that open for now. And I don't know, you'll see, I'm not going to do much editing on this video, if any. So if I get a glitch or something on my computer screen, then you'll get to see it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my Adobe Acrobat, but apparently it's working anyway. Okay, so then we've got the Fast Traffic Bot setup file. So I'm going to double click this in just a minute here. Now, if you're on a Mac, you would need what's called Parallels. Parallels Desktop for Mac, and it's a paid software product. It's not real expensive. It's like, can't remember the exact price last time I checked, but it was like under $100. And if you do have a Mac, it's probably worth it because it allows you to run all of your Windows programs on your Mac. So you may have other marketing software that you've invested in as well, and you can then run it on your Mac with Parallels. Otherwise, if you're on Windows like I am right now, you would just double click this file. And it says, do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes on this computer? I'm going to click yes. All right, then we say, I accept the agreement, and click next. and then you can select where you want to install it. By default, it's usually going to put it in your program files folder. I'm going to say next. And it already exists because apparently, even though I uninstalled it, I guess that folder is still there. So yeah, I'll install it anyway. Yours probably won't say this because you've never installed it before. And optionally is if you want to create a desktop shortcut, most likely you will want to. That way it's easy to find. So I will do that. And then it just confirms where you're installing it, and then you click install. That'll just take a minute. And then you can click finish to exit setup, and then you can launch Fast Traffic Bot when you on clicking finish, or you could not. I'm going to go ahead and not. That way I can just open it regularly. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this window, close this error message I'm getting from Adobe Acrobat, and bring my Fast Traffic Bot shortcut over to this monitor. So this is my desktop icon that was created here from the installation. Now we're not going to be quite ready to use Fast Traffic Bot yet because we need to sign up for some Safelists. I'll go ahead and just open the program real quick just to give you a quick look at it. It says checking for updates. Okay, so version 1.14 is available. Click here to begin downloading. So that may happen. I actually didn't know that our programmer had released a new update today, which is great. That's cool that we're keeping it updated. So if that happens, go ahead and allow it to update. So this will take just a moment for it to download. Now my download speeds are really slow because I'm out in the country and I'm on it's like a wireless internet. And I may have to pause this video for a minute because you probably don't want to sit here while it's downloading all afternoon. Actually, it shouldn't take too long, but I may pause it anyway just to save your time. Because, yeah, my speeds are pretty slow. Like I said, we're kind of in a rural area. It's like this wireless internet through radio waves. And also I've got 6 kids, and several of them are now, they've got phones and whatnot. And, of course we've got restrictions on those, but they still have various apps that access the internet. Plus, they could be down in the basement streaming Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that to our TV. So all kinds of internet use is happening on our very minimal broadband connection. So sometimes I get stuck with pretty slow download speeds. More than likely yours will download in just a few seconds, whereas mine is probably going to take a few minutes. While I'm waiting for it to download, actually one thing I can look at is the user guide. And so the user guide, you can see here, it talks about the goal is to get free traffic from Safelists. As you're going to see as I walk you through this video, it is super easy to use. All right, we're not just saying that. It actually is easy to use. It really is, and you'll see there actually is a button that you push to start and stop using it. So it is very much a push button software. And you'll see how to earn credits with these Safelists, which can be used to get traffic. And you'll see there's a couple of ways to get that traffic through ads and solo emails. And I'll give you a couple of options to kind of show you what you can do with that traffic as well, like sending it to a squeeze page. Again, this is not like a super quick video. I'm kind of trying to be a little more thorough here. So the nice thing is you can, you can fast forward it if you want to get to a certain part, or if you need to rewatch it or anything like that. But I'm trying to go at a slow pace so that anyone can follow along. You'll see the instructions. Step 1 is install the software. Step 2 is to create 2 new Gmail accounts. And you'll see why, and I will also even take you through that process. Step 3 is sign up for 5 or more Safelists. There's no specific number of Safelists that you have to sign up for. I mean, you could technically sign up for just one, but you want to be using as many as possible to get as much traffic as possible, basically to get as many emails as possible into your Gmail account, and you'll see why. And then step 4 is configure the software settings. We'll go over that. And step 5, click start, and the software earns credits automatically. That's where really the push button starts. So there is a little bit of setup involved, and it is really easy setup. It's not anything that's very technical. It's simply a matter of signing up for some stuff. It's signing up for Gmail, signing up for some Safelist, which are free to sign up. So it's nothing that's rocket science. I mean, we claim that this was easy to set up and use, and it really is. And then that's it. That's the 5 steps. It's got some Safelist to start with, and you can click on any of these, and it'll take you to sites to sign up. And some notes about the Safelists. It says every Safelist that you sign up for will offer you various upgrades. Part of their business model is to get you to buy credits or other upgrades. And I'm going to tell you, you do not need to buy any upgrades to use Fast Traffic Bot. Okay, so we said that it's free to use. There's no actual startup costs required. And that is true. You don't have to use any of their upgrades. Now, you can if you want, but I would recommend just signing up for them to start off with and see how it goes using the free stuff. And we'll go through the process of signing up for a Safelist, and I'll show you how to do that and confirm your email addresses and things like that. And then once you're all registered and stuff, then you let Fast Traffic Bot do the work. There are thousands more Safelists beyond these ones that are listed here, and I'll kind of show you how to find some of those. So there's no shortage of potential traffic, no shortage of Safelists to sign up for. Basically just a matter of Googling it. And I'd put a note in here that says that the Safelists listed as examples, as well as any Safelist that you might find, are not ours. We actually don't own any Safelists. We're not in the Safelist business, although maybe we should be. So we don't have any control over them. Okay, so whatever happens, with you signing up for those Safelists, we really don't have any control over that. And then just a reminder here that says it advises you to use 2 Gmail accounts for the Fast Traffic Bot. One is used for the account that you sign up for the Safelist websites, and the other is the one that you actually receive the advertising emails to. And that one's going to get hundreds, hopefully thousands and thousands of emails in it. So that's why you don't want to use your personal email address. That's why we're instructing you to set up a new Gmail account. Okay. And then this kind of gives you a little overview of the interface. When you log into the software, it'll ask you to log into Gmail through the software and give you a couple of options. And we'll kind of go through that stuff in just a few minutes. All right, let's see if my software is done update. Yeah, you can see it is almost done downloading. Wow, it really is going slow. I think my kids are probably watching some movies or something. So almost done though. All right, now once again it says, do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes to this computer? I will say yes. And it looks like it's just going to take me right through the setup process again. So I'll say yes, accept the agreement. Next, next, and next, and install. And I guess I'll go ahead and just launch it automatically this time. All right, and I'm going to resize this so it fits in the window that I'm recording in here. And this is a look at the Fast Traffic Bot software. And so that's kind of interesting that even though I had fully uninstalled it, it actually still saved my my Gmail login. So I guess it must, the uninstallation process maybe didn't, probably because I didn't reboot my computer. That's a possibility that it didn't completely uninstall it.